Hello, Taurus. Welcome to, excuse me, Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of September 2022. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I'm going to be using my pink tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and then I will close out your reading with an Angels and Ancestors Oracle card. Also, I'm giving away interesting, this fell sideways, but I thought it was in reverse. I'm going to stick with that. I'm giving away a copy of my ebook, Crystal Healing for Beginners. And if you'd like to get it, all you have to do is click on the link below, and that's when you opt into my free newsletter. And I always have discount codes. I announce specials like on readings and stuff like that. So if you are interested, go ahead and opt in. Like I said, you'll get a free copy of my Crystal Healing for Beginners ebook. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and get right into your reading because you've got some great cards here. Now, you saw that first card kind of slipped out, and it slipped out kind of sideways. And initially, when I first saw it, I thought it was in the reverse. So that's what I'm going to go with. So we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. That means the situation gets corrected, something where someone stole something from you or someone lied. Of course, this has a financial component, financial ties to it, because there's some type of wrong that happened to you, Taurus, but it looks like it gets resolved in the first week of September. So this is exciting because I know all of us have been the victim of scams, lies, dishonesty, someone cheating, stealing, whatever the case may be. And unfortunately, it does happen a lot in business or anything, actually, as it relates to money. So if you did go through that, Taurus, look for resolution to happen at the beginning of September. Next up, we have the Six of Pentacles. That is you being in a position to be generous. I think you're going to be very happy with the outcome of this resolution here, that you probably, want to give someone a token of appreciation, and I think that's a great thing. It's always nice, when people come clean, or when the authorities, step up and do what they're supposed to do to help us get what is ours. Next up, we got the World card. Now, all of the signs have been getting this. I'm getting the sense there's going to be a lot of international travel for some of you. If not, this also means it's time to up-level. It's time to go into that new phase of your life. Now, because we're talking about money, looks like you're going to be called to do something bigger, greater, something more expansive as it relates to your money, whether that be in your job or your career, also your investments. And for those of you who are business owners, of course, it's time to expand what you're doing. You're going to have to figure out a way to bring in more money. And I get the sense that a lot of you are ready for this. It's one thing to do it, but it's another thing to be totally prepared and ready. And I do feel like a lot of you Taurus people are ready for the next level as it relates to your money. Justice card. I'm not surprised to see this card with this card here, because this means a decision is being made in your favor. Like I said, we talked about that, the wrong being corrected. So the Justice card means that a decision is definitely made in your favor and you absolutely win. Now, this doesn't only have to be, something, a legal matter. It could also be you getting a new job. It could be you being accepted into a new program. I've had several clients tell me that they're starting new educational programs in September, and it could be anything, going back to school, whatever the case may be, but a decision is definitely going to be a yes. Finally, we have the Judgment card again. This is an internal shift that has to be made, an internal awareness. And again, a lot of the cards are getting that card. A lot of the signs are getting that card too. And this is about coming into awareness of who you are so you can change internally in order to change your external circumstances. And because we're talking about money, this is going to be something that represents a huge mindset, a huge mentality shift for you. So you can be that person who is, you know, super successful and someone who does bring in all the money that he or she desires. All right, Taurus, let's see what else shows up for you. Ooh, these are some great cards. Looks like you've got some cash flow coming in and Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay, new projects, new connections, could even be a new relationship. But because we are talking about money and wealth, career, business, finance, all that stuff, excuse me, I do want to kind of bring that aspect to the reading mostly, because I know this is a little off topic, but I get a lot of questions in the comments where a lot of people will ask, you know, do I do love readings? And of course I do them privately, but on the channel I mostly focus on wealth, money, career, that type of thing. All right, so we've got the Ace of Wands. Now the Ace of Wands is a card that represents cash flow, like literally someone handing you cash. The other thing about the Ace of Wands is that it is a card of growth and prosperity. Something that you started, a project that you began, or something you planted not too long ago is finally starting to show some growth and some progress. So that's very exciting. But always my first impression when I see the Ace of Wands in these readings means definitely new cash flow. All right, we also got the Star card. Now that's a card of you. There's two aspects to this card. Number one, it's health and vitality and healing. For those of you who have been injured or who are trying to work through some type of illness, it looks like you're going to be feeling some healing and some regeneration going on with your body. So that's excellent, because that puts you in a position, you know, to make more money. When you feel good, then you can, you know, work more, you can be present for the work that you do. The other thing about the Star card is that it's the celebrity card. It's you literally being the star of the show. So when I see this card, it's absolutely all positive and all good. And it also means that you have a lot of attention coming your way, and you're moving into being this person who is very, very magnetic. So not only are you attracting attention, but you're attracting you know, new clients, new customers, new followers if you are a social media person. Okay, so it's definitely a positive card. We talked about the Ace of Cups a little bit. Now this could be the start of a brand new relationship, but it's also overflow. I wouldn't be surprised if you get an influx of something that helps you make more money. Now this could be, like I said, customers. It could also be maybe someone gives you a bunch of new supplies that allow you to create, you know, more product. It could also mean that maybe someone gives you a bunch of stuff so you can advertise. It's just really an overflow of something that enables you to make more money, be more productive, and also to attract more, you know, more business to you. So it's a very good card, because it's, I mean, all of these cards are just ultimately positive, but I'm really getting the sense that there's just going to be an abundant overflow of something that allows you to make more money, be more successful, and have all the things that you desire. And I do apologize if you hear the garbage man driving by. I know it's quite loud. All right. Finally, we have the Strength card. Now, the Strength card talks about having literally the strength to achieve whatever it is that you desire. The other thing about the Strength card, again, that's another card that represents healing. So I'm getting the sense that some of you may, you know, may be, like I said, are struggling with an illness or are recovering from something. These two cards here represent healing, health, rejuvenation, right? Because we talk about the physical strength here, and the Star card really talks about our energetic healing. So I wouldn't be surprised, again, now this is weird because I just caught a flash of this, as in regards to that Strength card, a lot of you are going to be going to the gym. And I know that's pretty random, but that's what came up intuitively. Some of you are going to be starting a new workout program, building muscles, getting stronger, right? But it's not only about physical strength. We also want to have the mental strength, the emotional strength, and the spiritual strength. And it looks like you're definitely on track for all of that, Taurus. All right, let's see what else shows up for Taurus. Whoa. As it relates to... Ooh, you already got a repeater. Money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of September 2022. Again, another great row of cards here. The only one that's given me a little is the High Priestess in reverse. Because when I see her in reverse, that means you're not trusting your intuition, you're not trusting your own inner guidance, and that's something that's very important. The other thing about the High Priestess is sometimes it's a disconnecting from the divine feminine. And it doesn't matter if you're male, female, or however you identify. The High Priestess is a feminine flow card. And all of us have, some degree of both the masculine and the feminine. But when we talk about the feminine, that's a very creative flow. And sometimes we disconnect from that for whatever reason. Maybe stress, maybe we're not feeling it, whatever. But sometimes you really have to pay attention to that. So I'm just saying for you, Taurus, pay attention to the parts of you that are more creative, that are more emotional, that are more sensitive, because it could help you in some ways make more money. Maybe it helps you, become more relatable, so people trust you and they want to buy from you. Next up, we have the Knight of Pentacles. That's financial assistance coming your way. That's a great card if you're looking for a loan to be approved or something like that, or for some of you, this is going to be somebody paying you back. Somebody who borrowed money, and it looks like the middle of September they finally pay you back what they owe you. Again, we got the Strength card. I think we talked about that quite a bit, but again, this is a healing card, and it's funny because it fell on the Star card, which is another card that represents health and vitality, but it's also a repeater card here, which means yes, definitely healing is showing up for you in a very big way in the month of September. We also have the Eight of Cups. That's you walking away from something with no regrets, Taurus. Could be a job, could be a relationship, but again, it is something that does have a money element to it. And I think whatever it is that you decide to say no to is definitely going to save you time, money, and energy. Finally, we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is a very positive card. Again, this is a card that talks about being satisfied, being joyful, being happy, and just really in a space of where all good things are definitely coming your way. I already talked about towards the beginning of the reading how this month you're just going to be very magnetic, Taurus, and things are just going to, it's like you're going to have that Midas touch, and things are really just going to work and flow for you. So it's a fun place to be. Enjoy it, but also, milk it for everything that it is worth. All right, Taurus, let's see what else shows up for you. Ooh, my cards are sticking. Okay, now this is interesting too because we got a repeater. I don't know, was that sideways? All right, I'm going to leave it as is. We got a repeater with this Seven of Swords here. Interesting. Again, I'm feeling like this whole thing is related here. Okay. All right, Taurus. So as we close out the month, we got the Six of Cups in reverse. This is something from your past that shows back up, but it's not something that's resonating with you right now. So don't be afraid to say no if someone, an ex or someone from an old job or something, contacts you out of the blue and wants to, reconnect. I don't get the sense that this is going to be something profitable. Now, when I say profitable, I don't only mean money. Of course, that's the main thing we're discussing. But the other thing is, I think it's going to cost you more in time, energy, effort to connect with someone, or to reconnect rather. So I wouldn't waste your time if it's not resonating and if you're not feeling it. Next up, we have the Hangman. That's a great card to see in the reverse because it means you're no longer stagnant. It means you're progressively moving forward. And we already saw quite a few signs of that in your reading today. We also have the Seven of Swords. Like I said, I talked about that. I'm guessing that your final resolution comes towards the end of the month, but it looks like things are definitely moving in that direction. Like I said, if someone wronged you, if someone did something, it's going to be corrected, okay? Whatever someone did, if they stole something, they'll pay for it, it'll be replaced, whatever the case may be, but it's definitely going to be resolved. Finally, we have the Six of Swords. Now, again, a lot of the signs are getting this. That is a trip that's going to probably be canceled, delayed, postponed, changed up in some way. It's not a negative thing, but I'm getting the sense that it's going to be very inconvenient. So if you are planning a trip, understand or kind of be flexible that you may have to make some changes. Things may happen, stuff comes up that is beyond your control, but it doesn't mean that your trip is not going to happen or it's not going to be good. So Taurus, you've got an excellent September. Fall is really kicking off in a positive way for you. So I hope you're excited and I hope you're ready. All right, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Ancestors and Angels Oracle card. Ooh, okay, so this card is the Hermit card, and it says retreat and recharge. Retreat and recharge. So I think this really resonates because we talked a lot about, you got a lot of cards about healing and regeneration, and sometimes you do have to retreat in order to focus on your own well-being. Excuse me. So, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, please drop them down below. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.